Shalom everyone to Living with the Times. This week's Parsha Vayetze has the dream of Yaakov, this very, very symbolic archetypal dream where he envisions a ladder entrenched in the earth with angels going up and down the ladder, and its head reaches the heavens, and God appears to him and promises to protect him and to take care of him and to bring him back to Israel, because Yaakov is about to leave Israel. His brother Esav wants to kill him, and he is also going to find his mate to get married. And so it says, Vayifka b'makom. He came upon the place and he lay down to sleep and he had this dream. And our sages tell us that this language, Vayifka b'makom, is the language of prayer. He came upon the place, but he did so in a prayerful way. And according to tradition, just like Avraham established the morning prayer, Shachrit, and Yitzchak established the afternoon prayer, Mincha, here Yaakov establishes the idea of davening at night. And night always represents darkness, when things aren't as clear, and sometimes it spells trouble. But here Yaakov, who is, as I said, running from Esav, who wants to kill him, and he's alone. He's in a whole new situation. But he turns to God in prayer. And in fact, along with so much symbolism of this ladder with the angels going up and down, one of the symbolisms is that this ladder is called the ladder of prayer. And in fact, later in history, different attempts were made to take, especially the morning prayer, and have each rung on the ladder, according to this idea. There are many, many other ideas, but according to this idea, there are 4 rungs on the ladder, and each one represents a progressive part of the morning service. And we get higher and higher. We go from world to world until we step into the silent prayer, the Amidah, and there we're reaching the pinnacle of closeness to God. So the ladder is a ladder of prayer, and Yaakov is especially davening in the evening. So now, to apply it to what's happening in Israel, we can see many similarities, because the events of October 7th threw Israel into a very, very traumatic period of time, which we're still in. And this is represented with darkness. All of a sudden, a curtain of darkness fell upon the Jewish people. And now we are battling with it. But we see that in synagogues around the world, in gatherings around the world, individuals on their own, so many people are saying the Psalms now, and getting together with others and saying Psalms. There is this idea that has been going around that at 8 o'clock Israel time, everyone stops what they're doing and says the Shema together. So this is how we're reacting to the darkness that we were thrust into, is through prayer. So Yaakov comes upon the place and he goes to sleep, and he has this symbolic dream And in a way, it's true. God appears to him, and it's a message from heaven. It's truly prophetic. But in a certain way, his prayer helped create the symbolism in the prayer, in the dream. And so we as a Jewish people now, we are fighting a real battle. Our incredibly brave soldiers are risking their lives in order to protect Am Yisrael and to protect the land of Israel. I think everyone is aware that we're also under attack in the north from Hezbollah. We have rockets coming in from Syria. We have rockets in the south coming from Yemen. So if there was ever a time to pray, and especially we have to bring light into the darkness. And so in the month of Kislev, this is the theme. This is the theme of Hanukkah. The idea of bringing light into the darkness. And just like there were miracles at the time of Hanukkah, and we say in the blessing that we say every night when we light the candles, Sha'asa nisim lavotenu bayamim hahem bezman hazeh. We thank God, we bless God who did miracles for us in those days, in this time. So the simple understanding is in those days, meaning 2,165 years ago, Bazman hazeh, in this time, meaning in this time of the year, in the month of Kislev, when the nights are the longest, the most darkness. But there's another way of interpreting the same blessing, thanking God who made miracles in those days, in this time, meaning in this time of history. And so all of us, we really, really need miracles now. We really need God to appear to the Jewish people at the top of the ladder and assure us that all will be well. And so I urge everyone, let us continue with our prayers. Let us continue to strengthen ourselves and to give spiritual support and financial support, if we can, to the incredible Maccabees who are fighting right now in Gaza to make sure that the saying that's been going around for 75 years, never again. But this is, push comes to shove, this is the real thing. It's not just a motto anymore. Without the destruction of Hamas, it will happen again and again. So we need prayers, we need miracles, and Bezrat Hashem, we will see great light coming out of this period of darkness.